So in this post, I talk about the importance of focusing on what we can actually control versus all the stuff that we can't control. And I use the story of James Stockdale, who was a famous Navy pilot who was also a vice admiral. Someone similar to John McCain in that they were both captured prisoners of war during the Vietnam War, and they both suffered greatly under captivity. And for Mr. Stockdale, he was flying a plane low altitude over the jungles of Vietnam when he was shot down, and he had to eject. And while he was floating in the air, about to descend on in a village in the main street, about 30 seconds to freedom before he would be captured, he was saying to himself, this is going to be really hard, but I'm just going to focus on what I can control because that's all I have. And he was thinking that as he was descending, basically into the pit of hell, and it goes to the point that there will be all kinds of events in your life that, will be out of your control. People will act like fools. Some crazy event will happen that's going to, maybe affect you. But the idea is to not get worked up over all that you can't control because it's just going to make you filled with anxiety and fear. Instead, you just have to, Stoic philosophy, it's called amore fati, which is, love your fate. And so what you have to do is accept your fate, accept the role that you have to play given what has happened to you, and just focus on playing your role to the best of your ability that you can. And to just focus on what you can control versus what you can't. And so James Stockdale, he was in a prison camp, but he wound up being in charge of 400, 500 men in the prison camp, and he did the best job he possibly could leading them, focusing on what he could control, which was trying to be the best role model for them versus all the things that was out of his control. So what are you doing in your life today that you're focusing on that you don't really have control over, and how much is that stressing you out, and how better off would you be if you would just focus like a laser on the things that you can control? Because I bet you would have a lot less bandwidth going to all those things that you can't control, and you'd be more productive on the things that you can. All right, take care, guys, and have a good day.